Have you ever wondered about the nature of existence, the purpose of life, or the true meaning of knowledge? It's in these profound musings that we find ourselves stepping into the realm of philosophy. Philosophy, in its essence, is a pursuit of wisdom, a journey towards understanding the world and our place in it. It uncovers the invisible threads that connect our daily lives to the larger questions of reality. These are the questions that philosophy seeks to answer. The roots of philosophy trace back to the ancient civilizations. The cradle of Western philosophy, ancient Greece, gave birth to some of the most influential thinkers of all time. Among these, Socrates is often considered the father of Western philosophy. His method of questioning, known as the Socratic method, challenged the status quo and encouraged critical thinking. His pupil Plato further expanded on these ideas, establishing the world's first academy. Plato's philosophy was marked by a distinct dualism between the world of forms, the perfect, eternal, and unchangeable concepts or ideals of which the actual visible world is but a poor copy, and the world of the senses, which is the world we see around us. Following in Plato's footsteps, his student Aristotle introduced a holistic approach to philosophy. Unlike his teacher, Aristotle believed that you could obtain knowledge through experience and observation of the physical world. His philosophy was grounded in logic and empirical evidence, forming the foundation for the scientific method. Yet, philosophy wasn't confined to the Western world. In the East, profound philosophical traditions were brewing. Confucianism, born in China, emphasized social harmony and moral character. Confucius taught that a just and harmonious society could be achieved through the cultivation of personal virtue. Meanwhile, Buddhism, originating from India, offered a path towards liberation from suffering. The Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, a roadmap to ethical living and mindfulness. Lastly, Taoism, another Chinese philosophy, advocated for living in harmony with the Tao, an elemental force that underpins the universe. Taoism encourages balance, simplicity, and the natural flow of life. These ancient thinkers, from Socrates to Confucius, from Plato to the Buddha, from Aristotle to Laozi, they all explored fundamental questions about existence, reality, knowledge, values, reason, and more. Their contributions continue to echo through the ages, shaping our understanding of the world and our place within it. These ancient thinkers laid the groundwork for all philosophical thought to come. As civilizations evolved, so did philosophical thought. As we journey from the ancient world into the medieval period, the philosophical landscape becomes even more intriguing. Medieval philosophy, spanning from the 5th to the 15th century, saw a fusion of Christian theology with ancient philosophical traditions. One pivotal figure was Augustine of Hippo, an early Christian philosopher. His work, Confessions, is considered one of the first introspective psychological works in Western literature. Augustine grappled with concepts of faith and reason, the nature of God, and the problem of evil. His ideas continue to resonate in philosophical and theological debates today. Another monumental contributor was Thomas Aquinas, who sought to reconcile faith and reason. Aquinas' most significant work, Summa Theologica, attempted to provide a comprehensive guide to theology for students, using philosophical methods to explore theological concepts. His discussions on natural law and ethics have influenced legal, political, and moral thinking for centuries. As we transition into the modern era, philosophy took a more skeptical turn. Enter René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy. His famous declaration, Cogito ergo sum, or I think, therefore I am, marked a shift towards a more individual, subjective understanding of existence. John Locke, often known as the father of liberalism, explored the nature of human understanding, arguing that knowledge comes from experience. His political philosophy, advocating for individual rights and government by consent, has shaped democratic societies globally. Then there's Immanuel Kant, whose critical philosophy sought to reconcile the rationalist and empiricist traditions. His work, Critique of Pure Reason, is a cornerstone of Western philosophy. Kant proposed that while we can never know things as they are in themselves, we can know how they appear to us. These thinkers challenged and built upon the ideas of their predecessors, pushing philosophy into new territories. Their contributions have shaped not only philosophical discourse, but also our understanding of the world, society, and ourselves. In the present day, philosophy continues to evolve. The contemporary period of philosophy, spanning the 20th century to now, has witnessed a multitude of intellectual movements. A few key themes have emerged from this era, such as existentialism, which grapples with the nature of human existence, and phenomenology, which seeks to understand the structures of consciousness. Philosophers like Edmund Husserl and Martin Heidegger have delved into the intricate depths of our conscious experience. The advent of technology and science has also had a profound influence on contemporary philosophy. Philosophers today grapple with the moral implications of artificial intelligence, the nature of digital identities, and the epistemological questions raised by advancements in quantum physics. This era also continues to witness ongoing debates and unresolved questions. The mind-body problem, the nature of consciousness, the meaning of life, these are just a few of the puzzles that contemporary philosophers are still trying to solve. Yet, despite the complexity and diversity of contemporary philosophy, all these threads converge to a single point: the pursuit of understanding. Philosophy helps us navigate these uncharted waters. As our world continues to change, philosophy remains a vital tool for understanding and navigating our existence.